You would be surprised to know that one of the main reasons why your mind remains disturbed is that you don't pay attention to how you sit. The posture that you choose to sit in has a great role in deciding what kind of mental state you're gonna have. The body and mind are not two different things. They are two sides of the same coin. The body is the visible mind, and the mind is the invisible body. And this is why these days the body and mind are together called as psychosomatic self. They are basically one. So, what you do to the one will have an influence on the other. If you do something to the body, you can see its effect on your mind. And the reverse also holds true. What you think in mind surely affects the body as well. Don't you see that in your life? When you get angry, doesn't it show on your face? Though the anger is present in the mind, but it has its visible effect on your body, right? Similarly, when you do any physical exercise, you feel a certain calmness in your mind as well. Isn't that so? When you are perfectly healthy, when there is nothing wrong with your physical body, your mind also remains, certainly peaceful, cheerful, and happy. But the moment something wrong happens with the body, the mind loses all happiness. So, what does it show? It shows that body and mind affect each other. And this was the thing that our yogis of yore, the seers of the past, knew. They knew that. And this is why they developed asanas, the postures. These yogis and seers laid great emphasis on posture. They would lay great emphasis on becoming perfect in sitting in one posture for as long as possible. Because unless you become perfect in one posture, you cannot hope to lose body consciousness in meditation. And the one who could sit in one posture for a very long time would be known as asan siddha, that is, adept in asanas. So these yogis worked on postures and they started looking into every posture that they could sit in. The posture that they were looking for was the one which would use the minimum amount of your energy, which would consume your least amount of energy. And this is how the postures like lotus posture, half lotus postures, and other postures came into being. Of all the postures, lotus posture consumes the least amount of energy. Buddha is found sitting in this posture. Actually, what happens is that every posture creates a certain circuit of energy. So this lotus posture creates a circuit where the leakage of energy is minimum. So yogis created these postures for sitting in meditation. Unless one becomes adept in one posture, one cannot lose body consciousness in meditation. It doesn't matter which posture you sit in. It's not necessary that you master the lotus posture, because it's really very difficult to sit in lotus posture, and since you have heard that it consumes the least amount of energy, so you may feel inclined to master this lotus posture, but it's not at all necessary. Try to become adept in the posture in which you find yourself sitting comfortably for the longest possible time. One more thing to be pointed out here is that whatever the posture, there is one thing common in them, which also happens to be the most important thing. Without that, sitting in any posture would be of no use whatsoever. And that thing is the erect spine. Yes, in whichever posture you try to sit, just make sure that your spine is erect and in line with your neck. Without the erect spine, all postures would fail. In other words, erect spine is the spine of all postures. So try to keep this thing in mind when you do any meditation sitting in any posture. When your spine is erect, you experience the least gravitational pull. And this in turn helps you greatly in losing body consciousness. Also, erect spine leads to high alertness. You can check it yourself. When your spine is erect, you feel alert and aware. And when you are slouching, you feel dull and lazy. Isn't that so? So try to master any posture in which you can sit comfortably for the longest possible time. And as I've already told you, it doesn't matter what posture it is, as long as you keep your spine erect.